Yo, this is my Skeleton Warlord guide for Dark and Darker. So if you're anything like me and you play with a lot of Discord Algiers, you'll find that a lot of people are uncomfortable doing Warlord and would rather not. I'm here to explain why you should always try to do Warlord and even be motivated to do it. So to start off, each boss drops a certain set of named items, and Warlord's named items are easily the best out of the three. These include both Kumas, like Kuma's Claw and Fang, Fulgor, and of course Viola. Even without the named items, he can drop unique war mauls, which are also very good with good rolls. Lich also has very good unique drops. He drops the bows and all the magic stuff, but pretty much the entire player base who bosses knows how to kill Lich, so we're not going to talk about that too much. Each boss has their own map, and you can tell which boss it is off spawn. I have put Warlord's map on the screen. You can easily look for it with experience given this map layout. The map is similar to Lich's, but there are notable differences. Okay, so you figured out it's Warlord and you're at the boss room. The way you'll start this fight will depend on if you're in normals or high roller. For high roller, he will start off with an insta-kill map attack with a small circle as a safe spot. For slower classes, I recommend taking off your chest and pants, as making it to the circle is priority, and you are safe to re-equip your gear when the circle phase is over. In the circle, you have time to buff up. Cleric should bubble teammates without protection pots. Bard should play Allegro and Accelerando. And if you don't have a cleric, you should be blue potted. In normals, you can just buff up and blue pot before you enter the aggro radius. Warlord cycles between two phases. The first phase is an add phase, where he summons adds that he must quickly kill. He follows a set pattern every time, which is spawn the original adds, spawn a pie slice, teleport one of the adds behind a player, throw knives at a player, spawn another pie slice, teleport adds, throw knives at a player, and then absorbs the adds for extra stats. You can dodge the knife throw that the adds shoot at you by crouching and looking down at the right time, and I've also seen people just run past without taking any damage if they're fast enough. Wherever he spawns the first pie slice, you would like to try to stay directly beside the pie slice, and the adds will come to you. Cleric's Holy Purification and Bard's Streak of Weakness help killing the adds tremendously. Staying in a pie slice will give you stacks up to 5, which don't do anything by themselves, but getting to 5 locks you in a bone prison that you must melee out of. It's usually a death sentence in phase 2 if the boss is on you. So now you've killed the adds and phase 2 commences. In high roller variants, he will spawn 3 crystals that emit a beam towards the center of the room, and they do a lot of damage. You don't have to break all the crystals, as going out of your way to break every crystal is DPS loss on the boss, and you really want to kill him before the third cycle, as he gets stronger and stronger after every phase. Warlord has 5 distinct melee attacks, which can all be blocked or dodged in one way or another. In High Roller, he is much faster and does more damage. If you are a squishy class like Wizard or Ranger, I find that baiting his attack and then running will allow you and your team to DPS the boss quicker than if you were to chase someone forever. Warlord has 2 special moves. He can either teleport behind a random player, which means if you see him teleporting, just hold W and be careful of the pie slices and crystals until your team calls out that he's on someone that isn't you. His other special move is the knife throw, which can only be triggered after a melee attack. He spins and throws knives at head level, and if they hit you, you get slowed for about 15 seconds. You can dodge this by crouching and looking down when you hear the knife sound cue. In High Roller, if you block one of the Warlord's attacks, he will create a small circle under where the attack was blocked, doing decent damage. To counter this, you must backpedal while blocking his attacks. After a certain period of time, he will go back to the middle and become untargetable. If you're in High Roller, he'll restart the circle phase. If the circle happens to spawn on a pie slice, you will have immunity to the stacks as long as the circle is there. You might have to run through some crystals if you didn't break through all of them. After the circle phase, in both normals and high roller, he will spawn the adds again. Try to group up and to get all the pie slices next to each other so it doesn't block your movement in the second phase. Remember that with every cycle you go through, Warlord becomes more and more empowered, even if no adds are consumed. After you know the mechanics and attacks, you will have to try to DPS as much as possible to try to kill him before the third cycle starts. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video will help one of you guys clear Warlord and hopefully get a Viola.
Dude, this is really fucked for
That
me.
is that-
Nice, dude.
Oh my god.
Dude, that is my first Warlord kill.